All right, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome to Sunday Night Charts with your host, Jim of all trades. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another night where we look at Bitcoin and the overall crypto market, seeing where it's going. Guys, any chart, any market, not just crypto. Look at Forex. We can look at the S&P. We can look at NASDAQ. We can look at anything you want to look at, guys. Sunday Night Charts is all about just looking at the markets in general, trying to get a feel for where it's going and a plan for the week. So don't forget, not here to give you financial advice. I am going to show you from an Elliott Wave trader's perspective what the market looks like and where it might be headed based upon Elliott Wave theory. So if you don't know what Elliott Wave theory is, then you might study up on it. But here, basically, it's a theory that basically says, hey, we look at the market through the lens of 5s and 3s, see where it's going through known structures that Elliott identified, and then we have some high probability trades that because the market repeats itself over and over and over. So with that said, thanks, honey. Appreciate it. That said, guys, let's jump in. What's up, Kimo Sabi, my right-hand man for tonight? He'll be your esteemed moderator tonight. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. He's been with me quite a while. 2-3 years now. I can't remember how long, about at least 2 years. Johnny Crypto. What's up, buddy? Hey, Yusef, my man. How are you, sir? There's Jay. Crypto Fever has been around a long time as well. My friend in the UK. Appreciate you, buddy. Joseph, what's up, bud? And then there's 83 Madden. And Daniel L. What's up, guys? All right, more people are going to jump in and say hi. I don't know that I'm going to have time to say hello to all of you individually. So hello. Good to see you guys. Let me move my mic here. Is that better? Audio, video, good. I didn't ask, but I'm assuming it's good. Looks good on my end. Got water tonight, guys. Lost 21 pounds, guys. We're on our way. James Bond. What's up in Puerto Rico? I love it, Joe. Love it, Joe. Glad you made money. All right. With that said, let's jump into the market. I've been watching ETH because I'm trading it right now. I want to see what she's doing right in this on the small time frame here. I want to see what she's doing here. There's Hugo. Hey, buddy. Video and audio is good. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get to Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's show you what I'm seeing. We'll go to let's go to the 8-hour chart. Show you what I'm seeing there. All right. So we got a trend line right down here. That's significant. We're watching that right now. Price is playing just below it right now. It's, for all intents and purposes, has wicked underneath of it. Okay? So it is broken. It has broken that structure. However, we have what we call hidden bullish divergence on this downward move. We have 3 waves. Okay? We've got hidden bull. We're oversold almost. We're almost into the oversold territory. And we have a trend line right here that is about ready to be broken to the upside. If we get an upswing, this 8-hour chart is going to be pointing to the upside. Okay, that's very interesting to me. Let me explain. The last time, if you'll look over here, we had a trend line right here. Okay, we had a 3-wave move in the RSI. It got oversold. We had a trend line. Boom, we broke to the upside. Okay, we made one lower low on the break, but that created divergence here. We already have divergence working on this low. Divergence is already present. Doesn't mean it can't make another low. It just means that I think, based on the trend line, based on this, that I'm looking for another move to the upside. I'm personally watching 51K or so. Even a wick up through 52 and 53, potentially. Which that would be a throw over in an ending diagonal. My main count right now, as I presented in the midweek session, is that we've got an A, B, and a C wave working. That is the C wave is an ending diag, potentially. It kind of accounts for the fact that everything in here, I got 3 there. We're going to call this 3. It's ugly as sin. It is what it is. We're going to call that a truncated C wave right in there. We got 3 to the upside there, okay? And then now we have 3 to the downside. It has broken down below that trend line, but and time will tell. It could continue going down. There's no doubt about that. It could continue going down. However, I'm looking for a bit of a bounce here. I want to see if we're going to get a bounce in this area. So, enlarge the RSI for demonstration purposes. All right, let me enlarge the RSI. Right there. There you go. You can see that a little bit better. Okay. Anyway, this is the 8-hour chart. Looking for, I'd like to see over the next 4 to 8 hours, a break of the RSI back to the upside here, and a break of that trend, okay? And then we are currently breaking above the moving average. We actually broke above it. We retested below it. I'd like to see a more solid break of the RSI moving average as well. And so, yeah, I think we're looking for another move higher here, coming very soon to a chart near you. That's my bias. That's my take, and that's personally what I'm personally trading at the moment. Even though they're taking their time, they're taking their blessed time with this move. Let's take a minute here and look at this current move here and break that wave down just a minute. Absolutely, Mr. Barbarian, I agree with you 100%. Whether it's in 5 days or not, we'll see. But yeah, it may be somewhere around the toward, I don't know. What I've got drawn here is around the 19th or 20th, 10 days away. That's if it goes up in the same kind of slope. It could go up a lot faster, though I expect this to go up in 3 waves. In other words, I'm expecting a 3-wave move, because in a ending diag, you got 3 waves in all the waves. 3, 3, 3. Somebody asked me earlier in the week, and that is, can the 4th wave overlap the 2? Or the 1 wave? And yes, it can. That's what diagonals do. They overlap. The 4th wave overlaps the 2. Okay, and this would be a beautiful diagonal. So that's my primary count right now. I think the higher time frames, the hidden bullish divergence on the chart is telling. Here's the hidden bull. You can look at this bottom right here, and it's making an upward slope to where we are there. And if you look at the same low right there, we're going straight across. That's actually what we call exaggerated divergence, exaggerated bullish divergence. In other words, the RSI is reset while price hasn't come down nearly as much as the RSI. Okay, yeah, I think 51 is probably going to be a top. 52, 53 range. If we spike above liquidity, I do believe it'll be a top. I'm going to show you that in just a minute, where I'm expecting price to go after that move. But if price gets on up here to 51, I wouldn't be surprised to see it wick on through and give us what we call a throw over in a diagonal to take out all the stops that are in the liquidity that's up here above these 2 waves right there. Okay, so anybody that was short here and here, there may be some stops. If they haven't taken their profit, there may be stops in liquidity. There might be breakout traders looking to go long up here. All kinds of orders right up in this range. Wouldn't be surprised to see price to wick up in here and then sell off abruptly back down to the downside. That's when I expect us to possibly go down to about 24K, to the 24K range potentially. That's at least an idea. That doesn't have to go that low. And it could stop here at 50, 51, 49 even, in this range right here, and then it could drop off here. But we'll see. So we'll talk about some different things going on. So we got to ask ourselves, so I'm positing the idea right now that this is some kind of a 3-wave move, okay? And one of the reasons I believe it is because I believe that this move right here was 3 waves. It looks like it began in 3 waves. Now, there might be a 5-wave count for it, okay? There might be a 5-wave count. I'm not a big fan of that for 5 waves. I'm much looks much more like 3 waves right there. This is, I think, undisputable, a 3-wave down. This is pretty much a 3-wave up, and then we got 3s all the way. So I think these 3s can be best interpreted by the chart that I have. That's my take on it. The chart that I've given you right here, to me, best interprets the wave structures that we're seeing on the smaller time frames. All the 3s everywhere. Okay. It doesn't mean I'm right. It just means it's my favorite count. Okay. It's I think personally the best interpretation. All right. With that said, let's go on and talk about if I'm right and price gets up here for a 5th wave to end this diagonal. What are we looking at? What is the context of this? Well, there's a couple of ideas. Let's talk about them. Number one, this could be just a very large, unproportional wave 4, and we could be looking for a 5th wave to the downside, okay, to finish out this move right here as a 5-wave move. And that would be the finishing wave of an A, B, and a C wave, okay? I'd be watching 23, 24K right down here in my fibs, right down here at 23, 23.7, 24K in this range. I do not want to see it go much lower than that. What that would do is come down here. It would break this liquidity zone. Now, it doesn't have to come down here. It could come here to 35 and be done, and that would be kind of a truncated 5th wave. Or it could just barely take out this liquidity zone. But there's another major liquidity zone right here that there's a bunch of stop orders right here, okay? Okay. And so there's a bunch of liquidity here that the market would probably like to come down and tag, okay? That would give some, they've been maybe accumulating in this range, okay? And then they're going to sell off a bit and then accumulate some more in this range. And they might sell it off just a little bit more and take out this bottom. But I'd like to see about 24K to be the bottom if this is what happens. For this idea. Guys, I'm not here to tell you this is going to happen. I'm positing this as a potential outcome based upon the wave structure of Elliott, that we're looking for an A, B, C, that I'm calling this as an idea here, a 4th wave, a wave 4 of this impulse to the downside. And this wave 5 should take this low out, and it could possibly take this low out. And I'm looking at that 23K range as a good area to stop. Now, it could go lower than that. You got to understand that. We could get lower than that. 18K is possible, and it's not messing anything up in the Elliott wave world. However, what it could be, thanks, Vincent, appreciate you. Yeah, I've been working hard. 21 pounds lighter tonight than I was a month ago. So, yeah, guys, I got up to 260 pounds. Got pretty upset and sick of myself. It's taken me a while to get really serious about my weight, but I'm pretty serious about it and lost 21 pounds. Looking for 180 pounds to get down there, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, guys, lots of questions here. Let me just continue to present the ideas, and I'm going to get to your questions here shortly, okay? So I see lots of people thinking, okay, what's next? What's next? Let me just tell you, I don't know what's next. I'm simply analyzing wave structures, and based on wave structure, telling you what's possible here, okay? So it's possible that this could be a 5th wave here, and it comes down to these regions down here. There's strong support on the macro at 20K, okay? Strong support. My cat is bugging me to get out. He's bothering me. I'm going to put my cat out. I'll be right back. Ay. Bothers me. He is, if any of you are cats, people, you guys know what cats are, right? Difference between cats and dogs. Y'all know the difference between cats and dogs? A dog says he feeds me, pets me, bathes me, takes care of me. He must be God. A cat says feeds me and takes care of me and loves me, and I must be God. That's the difference between a cat and a dog. And I don't like cats very much at all. In fact, this one is becoming quite demanding. Quite demanding. All right, anyway, moving on. Okay, what was I saying? James Bond, when I got married, I was 145 or 150 pounds, man. So, yeah. Anyway. All right, what was I saying? All right, fourth wave. Fourth wave. Oh, wave 4. So if this is a fifth wave, then this could come down here. It could be truncated to the 1-to-1 extension and retest 33. It could break that low, take out this liquidity zone, and then we could get a bounce there. I mean, I don't know. What we'll do is if it starts coming down, we'll pay attention to the wave structure, and we'll project a target there. We'll project an end target based on the wave structure. So it could go up there. It could go up, below that. It could take out this liquidity down here, okay, and stop there. It could go down to the 1414. Guys, it could go down to 11K if it wants to on this. What are we in? We're in regular scale. Okay, so it could go down to 11K here. I think we'd have a different count, but it could get down there if it wants to. So we have all kinds of fib levels here. Now, I don't know what the market would feel like if it got that low. And I don't know what the Black Swan event would be if Bitcoin gets that low, okay? So I'd much rather, personally, like to see it stop at the 23K range. That's my preference. That's where I'm really eyeballing buy signals, buy zones, okay? But this is the last area of support. I wouldn't mind it to break that level. And then we got the 20K support from 2017. That's pretty strong support. Would love to see the market support that. But anyway, so this count, possible. Okay, what else could it be? Well, instead of this being a large ABC, what this could be, which in that count, I'm counting this as 3 waves, okay? In that last count that I just shared with you. This actually could be looked at as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5-wave move right there, okay? This top sucks because it looks like it ends in 3 waves. I've dealt with that so many times and so many different. We're just going to call 69K at the top of the wave just for argument's sake. So this could be a 5-wave move that finished, okay? That finished this whole move to the upside. And so this would be my end of wave 3 then. And if that's the case, this could be some kind of a W wave or an or an A wave, okay? That was followed by some kind of a 3-wave move that if we get a sharp correction, this could be the C wave. This could be wave C. And 11.5 is much more likely in that scenario, okay? 11.5, 18K, these lower targets in that scenario where this is some kind of A, B, and C, lower targets are much more likely, okay? Now, that's another way to look at those waves. I personally am looking at it like this, and I'm only looking for these areas for now. But I'm aware of those lower targets. And so, for me, either of those counts take us pretty deep, take us with lower lows, and are possible. Now, so those are 2 bearish counts. Let's talk about some more bullish ideas that could be at play. Okay, more bullish ideas that could be working. You guys doing okay so far? Give me a doing okay in the chat if you're following me so far. I will get to your questions and what all the options are, but I'm showing you the different macro ideas, and then we're going to dig in and look at the micro count here shortly. Just give me about 20 or 15 minutes or so, and we'll get into the micro count. I see 79 of you here, so welcome, guys. I'm glad you guys are here tonight. Somebody mentioned I was looking better. I'm doing better, by the way, feeling better. Last week I was just so exhausted I could barely keep my eyes open. I didn't have my glasses. I watched a little bit of the rerun of that thing, and I looked so bad in the video. I hope indeed I look a little bit better. I am home. So I hope you guys are tracking here with what we're talking about. Tracking, that's a good way to spell it there, Joe. Thanks for letting me know. Sometimes I get to talking and I feel like I'm talking to myself, but you guys are just listening intently. So I love it. I love it. All right. Now, we'll get to the macro count from 211. But anyway, this would be a wave. This from 2011. Let's see, who was that asking? Ashvaj, whatever your name is. This would be the top of a wave 3 of the 5th. This would be the 3rd of the 5th wave in my count. Okay, in other words, I believe we're at the top of that move the macro from 2011. I believe we're in the fifth wave, and either this is wave 4 here in the works, or this was wave 4, and now we're getting ready to go up for wave 5. That's going to get us to 100 to 150K. Okay, so I'm not sure about that. We're just tracking it wave by wave. Okay, so I'm giving you a couple down moves that could get us down to this level here, down to this zone here, or down to this zone here. Shoot, we could get down and bust the 11, 12K zone. Okay. Now, what else could be going on here? All right. What else could be going on is a potential triangle that's in play right now. Okay. And what this would be is some kind of a triangle move here. This would be called a running triangle, where the A wave, the top of the B wave, surpasses the top of the A wave. So this would be what we call a running triangle. So this would be A, this would be B, this is C. We're working on D, guys, and then we'd come down for E. Okay, so that's also something that could be at play. We'd be looking for a 786 retrace. So I'd be looking for something down here, something like that. The D wave to find its way up here somehow. Okay, so how could this D wave would need to be 3 waves. Okay, so if that's the case, the way I'd be looking at this wave is I'd be looking at D further out over here, and this would probably be this move right here. This 3-wave move that I have outlined here would probably be just the first of 3 waves. So we might get another 3 waves that comes back 90%, and then a flat up in here, and we get a 3-wave move up here. Okay, something like that to be an A, B, C for the D wave. Okay, in other words, once we finish this move, and I think there's another move to be had, this upward move. I think there's an upward move that still has to play back up to 50 to 51K. Then we could get a rejection just for 3 waves. People would probably be thinking, especially people tracking those other counts that I was talking about, be thinking we'd be going down to the abyss, but instead it would be forming this triangle where we only go down in 3 waves, okay? And then we shoot up. We might even retest this trend line and then shoot up in 5 waves as a flat, or we could go up in 3 waves as maybe a WXY. I have to refresh my rules whether you can have a WXY as one of the legs of a triangle. If anybody knows for a fact or can look that up for me, it's a vague rule that I got to remember. I can't remember if you can have a WXY and a triangle or not. I think usually you have ABCs of the simple zigzag variety or the flat variety, but I don't think WXYs are common in triangles. If anybody could look that up for me or knows that answer, let me know. Okay? Okay. So with that said, this is another possibility here. Okay, that this could be forming some more complex D wave of a triangle, which means we get another year or so of up, down, up, down, up, down. Miserable. I mean, it's tradable. I mean, it's definitely tradable, but miserable price action. Okay. Ryan, would you show me a chart of what you're talking about? Completed running flat. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's talk about that. Yeah, I don't need to see a chart. I know what you're talking about. Okay, is it possible that we had a running flat right here completed and that we're actually going up for wave 5 right now? Is that possible? And my answer to that is, okay, it's probably possible, but I don't think it's probable based on the wave structure. I don't gravitate to that wave count based upon what I'm seeing down here. You can have, I know a triangle can be an X wave, if that's what you're saying, 83 Madden. My question is, can one of the legs of a triangle be a WXY? That's the question. I feel like there's a rule that says, or at least a at least a generality that they're usually, the legs of a triangle are usually zigzag or flat varieties of 3 waves. Everything has to be 3 waves. We know that. But can you have a WXY? Can you have a complex wave as part of a triangle? That's what I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure the answer to that question. I'm going to have to look it up. At least 4 waves. So one of the waves can be complex. Is that what you're saying, Chemo? And where did you cite that? Give us the link to where you found that information, sir. And doubles and triple zigzags, guys, are WXYs, but this wouldn't be this wouldn't be a zigzag. Thanks, Chemo. Appreciate you looking that up. I'd love the link for that. IWO, I don't pay attention to double tops like that. Double tops are non-existent in my world. Okay, it doesn't mean you don't have what somebody else would call a double top there, but you can have basically. Let me give you an example. Okay, let me give you an example here. Where can I find a good example? Well, let me just draw an example for you. Okay, so we could be, for instance, price is going up, price is going up. Okay, it comes down in 3 waves, it goes up in 3 waves, and then it comes down in 5 waves like that, and it kind of resembles a double top where you know, and it might be let's just say it's a little closer than that here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and that looks like a double top. But it's not the top because that's actually a flat formation, which means there's another high coming. Okay, so in my world, double tops don't matter. The wave structure of those tops matter. Okay, if this ended with 5 waves, okay, then that might be the top, and then we get an A wave followed by another move back up to the upside, and that could indeed be a top of a 3-wave move to the downside. However, if this went up in 3 waves, I'd be looking for an impulse down and then more upside after that. So for me, that's why I don't live by double tops like that so much. I pay attention to the wave structure. So I hope that helps with a quick answer. Not belittling you. I'm just saying that I don't ever look at something that tagged the bottom, like that as tops or bottoms. They may be pivots, okay? They may totally be pivot points, but I don't ever look at tops and bottoms like that, okay? I hope that helps you. We got to look at the wave structure for me to feel confident. But this wave structure is a bit of an enigma because I can look at this wave as a 5 or a 3, and that's a little bit challenging. That makes it a little bit of a, I'm not exactly sure. Is that a 5? Is that a 3? If it's a 3, then I'm looking for this impulse and a higher high to be made. Okay. If it's a 5, this could be done, and we could be coming up for a deeper wave to the downside, something like that. Okay. So. My pleasure. Glad I could teach you something. So I never look at chart patterns per se. A lot of people say, "Hey, that looks like a head and shoulders," right? You know, and a lot of people are probably looking at this, like a head and shoulders, right? They're looking for this to roll over and come down, head and shoulders. Well, there's 2 different types of head and shoulders, guys. Let me show you the 2 different types from an Elliott perspective, okay? There's the head and shoulders where you have a 5-wave move that finishes and is followed by an A, B, C, okay? Now, you see the head and shoulders there, don't you? A, B, the head and shoulders, right? But what's going to happen after that move? More than likely, a higher high is going to be made. So this head and shoulders doesn't really mean down, okay? It actually gets negated, okay? Whereas if we had a different type of head and shoulders, where we had an A, B, C, okay, followed by a 1, 2, 3. Now, what's going to happen now? You see the head and shoulders there? You're going to get a fourth wave pullback and a lower low. So how do you tell the difference? If all you're doing is looking for a chart pattern, looking for some kind of picture in the waves, but you're not paying attention to the wave structure, okay? You really don't have any clue where price is going to go. You really are just guessing based on chart patterns. You're basically, oh, that kind of looks like this, so maybe it'll go up. You know, and that's when you're going to get faked out. But if you focus in on the 5s and 3s, which is what we do in the Elliott world, okay, 5s and 3s, that's what we want to see. And here's the general rule. The market oscillates between 5s and 3s. So when you get a 5, you're going to get a 3, followed by a 5. That could be followed. Now, if that's a finished structure, then that could be followed by a 5 down, okay? Which means it would be followed by a 3 and then a 5. In other words, the 3s and the 5s, they oscillate, creating larger structures, okay? And so if you can get a hold of those 5s and 3s, then, you know, if you can get a hold of those 5s and 3s, then you really have a sense for what's coming next. So, for instance, if I see on the screen a 5-wave move, what I'm looking for, as long as I'm seeing all the signs that a 5-wave move is done, and that's sometimes the hard part, finding, is that 5-wave move done, or is there another hit to the high? Because a lot of times it'll do this trick on you, right? And go up one more time before it comes down. You think it's done here, but it'll come down and extend that 5th wave a bit and then take you out before it gives you the trade you're looking for down to the downside. But anyway, you get a 5-wave move. Maybe it does that trick, but then I'm expecting a 3-wave correction out of that. So I'm looking biased to the downside for 3 waves. When 3 waves is finished after that 5 waves, then I'm looking up for a continuation. Now, and so that's why I'm looking, okay, 3 waves is done. Now I'm looking up, and I trade with those moves in the market. We trade with the market, not against it. We try to trade those oscillations. But the problem with the market is we don't necessarily get 5 waves here because this can become complex. In other words, we could get another 3 and then another 3. Okay? And that becomes a complex correction. Whereas this was a simple correction, 3 waves. This becomes a more complex correction. We label W, X, and a Y instead of an ABC. This that I drew is a double zigzag, and so that's a double zigzag labeled WXY. But that's what makes the market difficult, is that they mix the 5s and 3s up on larger time frames. And so this thing could make a 3-wave move that breaks the high here. And all of a sudden you think, oh, we're going up. This is going up forever, right? But instead they stop after 3 waves and then they come down really fast. They get all the breakout traders and the shorts that were stopped out, and then they come down and then they create a flat. They take out this low. Everybody's thinking, oh, down we go. No. Then they go up, and this was a flat correction, correcting that 5-wave move, and now we go to the upside. And so what you have to do is learn to identify those structures. You have to learn to see what the possibilities are and know and understand those structures, put them together to come up with the best plausible ideas, and we validate and invalidate those counts and those ideas as the wave progresses. And so we change our opinions a lot. We say, oh, we have more information now. Now we can make a better decision about what we think price is doing and things of that nature. So anyway, that's the complex nature of Elliott wave, okay? But that's what you're studying. And this, getting a hold of these 5s and 3s really is what we're doing on our channel. And if you get a hold of that, you can really have a good idea where price is going. So what I've shown you here tonight is a count. This is an idea. I don't know if this is the I don't know if what I've drawn for you is the right count. I don't know if that's I'm not certain of it. It's an idea. I'm seeing a wave structure on the chart, and I'm thinking, hey, we totally could get another move to the upside forming this diagonal shape. And that diagonal is 5 waves that finishes or ends in ABC, okay? And if that happens, if this wave happens like I expect it to, I expect it to have a 3-wave shape. So I'm going to really be watching the shape of the wave as it goes up. I want to see 3 waves, okay? I want to see it ending somewhere up here, or even just giving us a throw over right over here. And then I want to see it coming down from there, okay? That's how I'll know if we got the right idea, okay? But what we're trying to do is look at these structures and say, hey, what could this be? Okay? All right. How we doing, guys? You doing okay with that? Hope that helps you. So that's what I'm doing on my channel. That's what I'm doing Sunday nights. I'm looking at the wave structure with you, trying to identify those 5s and 3s, trying to put them together in known structures that are possibilities, and giving you ideas where the price could be going and things to be watching for as you're studying the market as well. All right. Let me take a minute, look at ETH just for a minute here, because we're getting a bit of a move down. So here's an example, for instance. The question is, what is this structure right here? What is that right there? Okay, this could be a diagonal or a 3-wave move. And so one of the things I was looking at is I was looking at this as 3, 3, 3, right? Okay, and then I'm looking at this as an A, 5, 3, and a 5 like that. So I've got 3 down, 3 up, and now I'm getting an impulse to the downside. That's what we call an expanded flat. That's correcting this impulse wave right here. And this is a beautiful impulse wave, guys. Check it out on the small time frame. Let's count the waves together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extended 5th wave. Okay? Okay, so that to me is a 5-wave move. The question, so the question becomes, well, what is this? Well, this could be a flat correction. As we have a 3, then this could be 3, and now we're getting a 5-wave move down. Let's pull the fibs, see where we expect this thing to end on the small time frame. Okay, right now we're right in the corrective pocket. If this is a correction, we expect to see this thing with high probability reversing somewhere between the 1-to-1 and the 1618 reversal zone. Now, expanded flats can come all the way down to the 2618 and still be an expanded flat. That's what makes it difficult. Sometimes you can get them real extended. Okay? More than likely, if this comes down and breaks this low, this is more likely a 5-wave move that's finishing something else or continuing on to the downside. But if we get a reversal in this range right here and 5 waves in here, then we have a good possibility this might be going back to the upside. Now, that's just an idea, looking at the wave structure. Again, that's what we do as Elliott wave traders. We look at the wave structure, and we identify the 5s and 3s. We put them together to form known structures that we recognize, that have characteristics that we have paid attention to, and then we look to see what possibly could happen. Now, just an idea. Now, if I start getting an impulse off of here, okay? If I start getting an impulse off of here and it starts moving up, breaking that high, I'm going to count this as a 1 wave and this as a 2 wave, and we're going to be looking at this as the beginning of a 3rd wave move, a wave 3 to the upside. We're going to start counting, and we need 5 waves in wave 3, and we expect it to get up and go with some impulsivity. Okay, so that's one thing we'd be watching for. Okay, if this thing continues down and breaks this low, then I'm going to go back and look at this as something different, because here's another idea for you. That while this is a bullish idea, let me show you a bearish idea based upon all this stuff that I just drew here. Hold on one second. This 5-wave move right here could be a wave C, or let me see here. This we could count this like this: 1, 2. This could be wave 3. This is wave 4. This is wave 5. Maybe an ending diagonal or something like that. A wave 5 like that. And this is part of a flat. It's an ugly flat, but it nevertheless, maybe this could be part of a larger flat. Okay? I don't think so. I think this is a good potential that this is a flat here. It's a wave 2 and we're going up. But this wave would imply that's a 3-wave correction of this move down. We're going to have a further downside. So we're going to get a 1, 2, and then continuation to the downside. Okay? So those are just, that's the way we look at the market, guys. 5s and 3s, we put them together and we come up with ideas that are tradable. Okay? All right. So, anyway, back to the macro. Lots of stuff on this chart. Okay. So the question is, number one, oh, this is ETH. Sorry. Let's get to... I'll take requests later on after I do the TA, and run through the major alts on the in the market. But I'll try to get to that later. But don't ask requests right now because you'll lose your place in line. Make sure that you ask once I open up the request line. First come, first serve. Okay. All right. So that being said, let's apply everything that I just shared with you. And so that's what I'm trying to do here, guys. I hear you, Seth. So the question mark remains, is this current wave structure, is it a finished wave structure and on its way down? Or are we going to get a bounce here and come back up? Time will tell. If this continues to come down and not break back up into this trend line area, then yeah, we might be going down deeper from here. Okay, that this was a wave 4. It could be done because that's another count that I have for this right here. That this was actually a WXY. Let me show you the WXY count that I have. There's the W. I'm going to put X right here and then the Y count right there. It actually forms a perfect channel. Okay, right here to there. Boom, there it is. It's in a perfect channel, WXY. That could be the end of wave 4. And now we're actually impulsing to the downside. We're actually in the process of a 1-2 right now. We're in the middle of wave 3, 4, and 5. That's what we have to be on guard for. Okay, if some of us are trading to the upside, this last wave, and some of us are thinking, no, we're probably going to go down. Well, right now, guys, we're at a teetering point, right? We're at a place where this up move may not happen. This may be a finished WXY right there. It's a finished correction done, and the impulsivity is to the downside. Okay, the argument against that is the RSI right now. The RSI in the 4-hour chart, guys, has hidden bullish divergence. In other words, we've got hidden bull. Now, the market can take out that hidden bull divergence. The market can totally take that hidden bullish divergence out. How does it do it? By just a strong move down to break the lows here on the RSI, and it breaks in price. All price has to do is have a majorly strong move to the downside, breaking these lows, okay, and creating a lower low, a more exhausted low in the RSI, and totally that hidden bull can go away. So, but there is hidden bull on the chart, regardless. And so you have to take that into consideration if you're a bear, okay? However, if you're a bull and you're looking for a move to the upside, you have to no, not in partnership offer. Yeah, not in this video. Maybe you can email me and I can talk about it. But anyway, I'm not a big advertising guy. Anyway, that said, where was I? Oh, okay. This could be just coming down. So if you're a bull looking for this to go up, this could be coming down. We've broken this trend line here. Easily we've come back up with some not quite on the 4-hour do we have hidden bear, but on the smaller time frames, on the 1 hour, we had some hidden bear. We've come down. We have broken the structure of this upward move to the downside. I might see a retest of it, and then a pull, and then a continuation. So anyway, yeah. So it's up or down, guys. It is up or down. There are There are Elliott counts that says, hey, this is a finished structure. Down we go. I've given you the other count that says, hey, no, we got an ABC. We need to finish out this diagonal. But the further this goes down, guys, the less likely it's a diagonal. Okay, the less likely it'll be a diagonal. So, but this could totally come up and break the high. So I want to see tonight and tomorrow. I want to see it pretty imminent. A move to the upside if it hasn't already started already. Let's go now to this wave right here, and let's do some work on that wave, guys. Okay, let's do some work on this wave. We'll go down to the 15-minute chart to see that wave, and let's talk about what we see. 5s and 3s, that's what we were looking for. Now, up here, this started very correctively and did not give us a 5-wave shape. Guys, here's what a 5-wave looks like. 5-wave shapes look like that, okay? This is not a 5-wave shape. So for me, I've been up to this point counting this as 3 waves right there, okay? We had a 3 down there, a 3 up there, and then we got a 3 down there. And that's a big overextended WXY. That's what I'm calling that. Pulling the fibs on that, I think it got down pretty deep, way past the 1618. So I'm calling this a 3-wave move, a W wave. Oh, come on. W wave, X wave, Y wave. It's super extended. It's pretty trashy, but I'm looking at that as 3 waves. This kind of went up in 5 waves, had a 3-wave pullback, and then an ending diag. This kind of gave us a 3-wave with a truncated 3rd wave. Again, super trashy wave, but nevertheless, we're going to count that as 3 waves as A, B, C. Okay? And then finally, I'm looking at this as 3 waves as well. But again, I was thinking it was pretty much done right here, looking for it to come up. Now what we've done is we've broken that low. I think it's a stop hunt. I need to see this start to get impulsive, start to work its way to the upside. If I'm right to that upside move, it needs to move. It needs not to continue down and break these lows. It needs to continue to the upside. Now, it could break that low, but it better wick the mess out of that thing and go back up. I don't want to see it make any more moves to the downside except just a quick wick or a 3-wave move that does not break this low. That's all I want to see for me to like the upside move. So the idea that we're going to come up here, I'm not going to like it a whole lot if we continue down like this. If this rolls over and continues down, makes a low, rolls over and keeps making lower lows, not going to like it at all. It doesn't mean it's going to keep going forever. It's eventually going to stop, give you a pullback back to this range, but more than likely it will continue down to the downside if this thing keeps going, okay? However, if this thing stops in this range and gives me a move back to the upside, then I tell you what, guys, there's a good chance that we're going to come on up here to the 50 to 51K range. Here's how I'm counting this. I'm counting this as an A right here, B, and looking at this as a C wave. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and this is the 5th wave that just happened. You'll notice on the 15-minute time frame, we have divergence between the 4th, the 3rd, and the 5th, the bottom of the 3, and the bottom of the proposed bottom of 5 here. We have divergence here. We go to the 90-minute chart, you'll see that divergence as well. So right now, this looks like the overall move. When I pull the fibs on the overall move here, you can see that right now we're playing around the 1414 fib. So right now we're still in corrective territory. That this is still 3-wave territory. It's not anything more than a WXY to me, and correcting, and then it needs to come on up again, and then needs to get moving pretty quick. That's the way I'm looking at it for now, but if this continues down, I'm going to have to change my tune. This stuff, as ugly as it is, it's going to be what it is. It's what I call an is what it is wave, okay? But let's talk about this. Let's go down to the micro and look at what this is down here and see if there's any evidence for it to be turning around now, okay? So we'll go down to the 3-minute chart here, looking at this last wave, okay? The way I'm looking at this is that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. This was wave 5. Okay, this was a wave 5. I see a 5-wave move here. This could be a flat, but if it breaks the low, like I said, this kind of resembles a flat right here. So if that's a flat, then I only want to see it break the low and then bounce again. Okay, that's basically all I want to see. If it goes way down and keeps going and consolidates and whatever, I'm not going to be a happy puppy. Not going to be liking the upside. That doesn't mean it can't go up. It just means I'm not going to like it very much. Okay. However, this looks pretty decent here for an end move 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 5. Now we're getting a 1 wave, looking for a 3-wave pullback with continuation. Okay, so there's a possibility there. All right, let's look at ETH for a moment on the micro because I'm trading it and it's coming down kind of fast. I want to do a little bit of work here. I was looking at this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looked like it was done. Completed 5 waves. I got a 1 and a 2 wave. Now, if this breaks the low, this isn't a 1, 2. One of the rules is wave 2 cannot break the level of wave 1. Okay, can't break the origin of wave 1. Let me pull the fibs on this move right here. See what we got. Looks pretty extended. It's at the 1618. Man, it needs to stop in this range. I'd really like it to stop in this range here and then work its way back to the upside. That looks like a nice 3-wave flat. But if it comes down and breaks the low, I'm going to look at this as an ending wave of something or a continuation to the downside here. So let's see where it's getting pretty impulsive here to the downside. But again, they're retesting this low. So the question is, what is the structure? It's getting past the 1618, which is past where we like to see it for flats. But nevertheless, it's not out of the question. Flats can get all the way down to the 2618. So it could technically get all the way down here and still be a flat. But it just makes it hard and scary is all it is. They basically come down, test the low. They had a breakout, 1 wave. This is a wave 2, and it continues on. If this breaks this low right here, Elliott wave rule for wave 2, 2 cannot break the origin of wave 1. So if this comes down here, this was not a 3-wave wave 2. This was an impulse to the downside. Maybe a 5th wave, maybe something else going on, but it wasn't a wave 2. Because if I'm looking for it to reverse, I'm looking for 1, a flat, maybe a flat 2, and then it needs to start moving up to the upside now for the 3rd wave. Okay? And it'll start going up, it'll start moving up. Choppy and whatever, but it's going to start. It needs to start moving up and trending to the upside. Okay, this is as far as I want to see it come. Man, if it comes down here, I will not like it. It can if it wants to. Market makers are probably listening, and they're probably going to do it anyway or break the low. But you got to be prepared as an Elliott trader, for this to invalidate your trade and to stop your loss before you get too caught up in major losses. Okay. But that's why we have invalidations. That's why we have rules for wave 2. Wave 2 gets invalid. If you're trading this as a 1-2, this is a perfect setup for an Elliott wave trader. If you get an impulse with a 3-wave pullback, there's your entry long. Your stop is right here. If you entered now, your stop is down here for a 1-2 to the upside if you went long. Okay, this is not an area I would go short in. Never, never, never would I short something that's been going down this hard and heavy and this fast. I would never short that. Never, never, never. Okay? We don't short big red candles. We short. We don't short. We don't short things that are big red. We short green candles. Okay? We go long on these big red candles. We look for longs at the ends of these. Okay? And we look for the evidences that the wave is done. We want to see a 5-wave move. That looks very done here. See the 5 waves here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Okay, this looks like a reversal wave to me with a 3, 3, 5 right there. Okay, and then now the other possibility is that this was an ending diag wave 5, so this could be wave 4, wave 5. This could be a 1 or an A wave. Excuse me. We could get a B and a C that comes retests this low again, and then we have our move to the upside. So that's possible here. So that's another count on the small time frame. But understanding these 5s and 3s and understanding what's possible really helps you to develop a style and a way that you can enter trades with low risk, okay? And so, you know, so that's what we're sharing here, guys. And so if you guys want to learn Elliott, you can find all the information you want for free. You can read it online. You don't have to pay anybody for it. I learned for free watching people reading. You can read. See the Elliott Wave Principle. There's a PDF version of it out there to download on the internet, free somewhere. You can find it. There's so many websites that have the information, but if you want to learn Elliott within a community of traders and be able to ask questions of a teacher and things of that nature, that's what my Discord is for, as well as learn good risk management and learn good trading, psychology. It's a full and well-rounded trading strategy using Elliott Wave theory plus the RSI. And good risk management. And you put it all together, you can develop a trading style, or at least I'll teach you my trading style. You can come and bring your own trading style and, you know, take the good stuff that you like from my trading and add it to what you're doing. Or you can, you know, if you're intrigued by it, that's what the Discord's for. So I'd love to have you in there, guys. It's the tier 1 is the educational part where you get 2 live streams a day. It's $40 a month, guys. You know, you can come in for 1 month. If you absolutely detest it, let me know. I'll give you your money back. I'm not here to take your money. I'm here to give you a good product and something you love. So if you absolutely hate the Discord after being in there a couple weeks and you're like, you know, I gave it a go, it's not for me, just let me know. So yeah, I mean, there you go, guys. You can't lose a thing. All right, I'm not here to give you a big. I'm not here to give you a big sales pitch. That's not what I'm doing here. But I am here to help you understand the market through an Elliott Wave lens. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Doing a lot of teaching tonight as well. So hope it's helpful for some of you at least. If this is your first time hanging out with us Sunday night charts, one of your first live streams, let me know. I'd like to hear that in the comments. Okay? All right. So anyway, yeah. So that's the way I'm looking at this wave here. I'm looking. I need to see it. I need to see it get up and go here. I don't want to see it break this low. If it does, I mean it can, but it's gonna stop my 1-2 count. So that's what's at stake right here. So this could be like a wave 4. This could be if it breaks the low, it could be wave 5. That's all we're dealing with. Then all of a sudden our count becomes this instead. 1, 2. This becomes 3, 4, and then 5 down here. Okay, and it could come down here. I mean, it could get even lower and extended. So that's a possibility, guys. It can come and break this area down here. Totally possible. All right, so I don't know what the market's going to do. Not here to tell you again what's definitely going to happen. Hey, Joseph, stop that, dude. You're killing me, man. Yeah, I'm doing requests, Mr. Killer Shade, but not quite yet. Still analyzing the market. All right, guys. So there's this is looking decent for a potential move, but again, the small time frame that looks like 5 waves. I'm looking for a 3-wave move up at minimum, or a reversal. So I don't know. It's threatening more downside right now. So be careful if you're looking long. Be very careful in this range because this thing could continue going to the downside. Man, ETH is moving down against BTC a lot stronger. Oh, Kimosabi, you're killing me, man. All right. Let's look at XRP, guys.
Hey, Dad, do you know where the garlic is?
It's up here in this cabinet. The real garlic? Yeah, it's gone.
Or no, like the...
I used the rest of it the other night.
What's this? Oh.
Powdered garlic is up there. Sorry. Okay. Where was I? Okay, ETH. Come on. So you can see that I had an idea drawn here, but it wasn't exactly the right idea. Actually, it actually was, but it didn't continue up. This was a 3-wave move. So what we were seeing right here was an A wave with a flat B and then an impulsive C, ABC right there. It finished, and now we're impulsing down, creating a lower low here. It could be a fifth wave. Let's look at the smaller time frame. See if we got 5 finished waves or not. Okay, so the way I was looking at this wave is we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Looks done. Okay, the question then for XRP then is this the beginning of a new wave to the upside? Is this wave 1? And if it is, there's a couple ways of looking at it. You could look at this as A, B, C right there. Give me 1 second, guys. ETH just keeps dumping. Retesting the low, so I want to see what it's going to do here. See if we're going to get an engulfing candle here or if it's going to continue to tank here. Oh, it just broke the low, so that means my my 1-2 idea is invalid. Okay, so that was not a reversal. ETH, yeah, there's my. There it is. Sorry, guys. All my alarms are going off. All right. Okay. So this could be a wave 4. That could be a wave 5 right there. It totally could be. And that means we have, let's see, what time frame do we have the divergence right there? We've got triple divergence here on the 5-minute chart. So as long as we get a move back to the upside there, it'll confirm the divergence. But we need to see candles back to the upside. This may continue trending to the downside. And it may want to come and break this low right here. Okay? BTC, is that going to come down and break the low as well? It could. It could. Okay, just watching price action for a minute, guys. Give me a minute. I'm trading, and I want to hedge my position if it goes any lower. Give me a minute, guys. We're going to let price do its thing for a minute. Anyway, XRP, this could be a 3-wave flat. That's a 1-2. Okay, so if XRP breaks this low right here, which was what I was talking about, that's a 1 and that's a 2. Okay, if it breaks that low, that idea is no good. So the idea that that's a reversal 1-2 gets invalid when that low gets broken. Okay, so if that happens, then we'd have to reevaluate what this wave is. Okay, this could have been a wave 4 right here, and we get a wave 5 that breaks the low. So we recount the wave as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that's another valid and viable option, potential idea for a wave count for XRP. And guys, the market will extend waves on you all the time. So you can't just count and expect the market. Yeah, there's 5 waves. It's done. It looks good. The market will extend them on you. And so this could be the wave 4 of the 3rd wave. And so right now, this is what we do when we count waves is we offer ideas for what could be happening here, okay? And so, shoot, this could be part of a flat, an expanded flat, but probably not. Hey, Unschooly, glad you caught me live as well. I hope you're enjoying the live. So anyway, yeah. So you got to be nimble, and you got to expect shenanigans and whatnot. But remember, when you get the divergences like this and it's oversold on multiple time frames, the problem is this could go lower, and if they want to keep stopping people out, they can. But they like to play and stop people out and scare everybody. That's what the market does. You just learn that about the market. Okay, we took a peek at XRP there. Let's take a peek at what do you call it? The CME chart here. Again, this looks like a beautiful WXY right here. I love it. It measures beautifully here. Okay, playing around the 1414. It's a common area for reversal. Looks like an ending diag right here on the CME chart. Looks great. There are no gaps from this week. It has closed the gap if it started with one right here. Looks like a nice... actually, it's not a good ending diag. This came higher than that. So that's incorrect. I'm sorry about that. That is incorrect. This was a flat right here. Okay? And this is a 4-5 wave. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth wave. Looks done. Let's go to the small time frame here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves done. Looks like this could be a potential reversal, pullback. I need to see this thing get up and go pretty soon. I need to see it get up and go now if this is a reversal. So this is a potential wave that's done. 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, and this is what we call an extended wave 5. Okay, extended fifth wave. Then we got the reversal off of it, a 3-wave pullback, and now we need to get up and go if it's going to get up and go. Okay, so CME chart looks decent for an idea for reversal. This is an area I would expect a reversal to be happening. Again, if it rolls over and continues down to make lower lows, then we're going to scrap that idea and look and see what the market's doing and come up with some other ideas. Okay, so I like the candles I'm seeing right now off the bottom of Ethereum. That looks pretty good. So far so good. Looks impulsive. I like it. This is why we don't just, if it breaks the bottom, we don't break out trade that crap, because they hit the bottom and then they reverse over and over and over. Okay, so that looks like a 5-wave move that finished something. And this is impulsing, so that's good. We would expect at some point to get a 3-wave pullback whenever that's done. Okay, sometime when it's done, and then a continuation. That's what we would want to see. Okay, whenever this wave finishes, we want to see a pullback that's proportional. Okay, we want to see a pullback that's proportional to the wave. So I don't know how big this first wave is going to be. It just depends on what the market's doing. But the bigger it is, the better it is, because the larger the wave 1 is, that means the bigger the wave is that we're going to get coming up. So anyway, I'd like to see a real big wave 1. I'd love to see a real big wave 1, and then a 3-wave pullback that's proportional, and then a continuation move to the upside. And that, when you get the 3-wave pullback, whenever you get it, that's your entry to go long, and your stop is at the bottom. Because the idea for the trade is a 1 and a wave 2, and 2 cannot retrace the origin of wave 1. It can't break that. So this invalidates the trade, and that becomes your stop. Okay? That's how we play it. Now, there's some nuance to what I just shared with you, but that's a basic idea of trading Elliott Wave style. There's some nuance in knowing and understanding the way the market moves. The market, guys, will move differently than you expect a lot of times. Okay? In fact, this is impulsing right here. One idea that we could have here is that this is a 3-wave move here, and this is a 3-wave move there. This could be a 5-wave move. Then all of a sudden we got a 3, 3, 5. Okay, it's an impulse. Okay, and that's a flat, and it could come down and break the low again. Okay, that's possible here. That is a possibility that as an Elliott Wave trader, I'm going to be aware of. Okay, I'm going to be aware of that possibility of that happening, and so we're going to guard against that as well. I see your request, Ryan Lewis. Thanks for the tip. We'll check out the TLRY here shortly. Once I get started here. Let me do DOT, guys, and then I'm going to do ADA. I want to look at the DXY and the S&P really quickly and then, guys, I'm going to look at all your requests, okay? So the request line is open. While I'm going through these last charts, please pay attention. You can request, and first come, first serve. The rules are if you super chat with, I spend more than 2 minutes on your chart. Just looking quickly, I'll give you an in-depth TA, okay? And I'll also put you in preference in line. So super chats get priority, and they get longer TA. But right now, what we're going to do, what the requests are, is just a really, really quick. I'm going to give you a quick take on it, what I'm seeing off the cuff, really fast, the main ideas, okay? So with that said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do DOT. You don't have to request DOT. You don't have to request ADA. And you don't have to request the DXY or the S&P, okay? Anything else you can request after that. All right, with that said, let's do that. All right, let's do DOT first. Okay, so we had a nice 5-wave move down. I thought this was our finished wave here, but we had a 3-wave pullback and another move to the downside. Again, I think this was a stop hunt of a larger flat correction here. 3, 3, 5 here. And it was just a +1 wave just to give us one more stop hunt to the low, and then I think most likely we go up from here. We do have regular divergence working on the 1-hour chart. We've got the 4-hour chart. We've got a break of structure and a retest. I'd like to see this in the next 4 hours to 8 hours, breaking back to the upside right here. You see that trend line? It broke. It's retested. It kind of broke back in. So I want to see this break back out of it and continue on the RSI if we're going to like this. If this comes down to make a lower low in the RSI, that's going to be not very good for our upside count. Okay. Nevertheless, here on DOT, it kind of looks. It doesn't look very good. It looks like an impulse. It looks like an impulse off the top. What DOT might be giving us is a 3-wave move back to the upside. When BTC goes up to finish that diagonal that I've been telling you guys about on the hourly chart. When DOT comes up here, and does a 3-wave move and makes a higher high, DOT simply might do a 3-wave pullback like so without breaking the high and then a continuation, because we have a nice 3-wave move that looks finished to me. Okay, so I think we're going to get a correction back to the upside, 3 waves of the 3-wave sort, okay, and then a continuation down to the downside. This looks like maybe a finished 5-wave move here. All right, okay, there's DOT. Let's look at ADA here quickly, because ADA is just a good one just to look at. I try to get a good variety of counts here. Let's see, 1-hour chart. Okay, so what happened here? A 3-wave, is that a 3-wave or a 5-wave? I could count it either way with an extended 5 waves, or it could be 3 waves. So I'm not sure about that, but we're going to call it 5 for now. And then this is the ugliest 3-wave move I've ever seen. But see, this was trash. The market, when it did this messed up Elliott traders right there. That move right there messed up Elliott traders. It really did. Okay, but nevertheless, look at a 5-wave move. We're going to call that 3 waves. Now this looks like a finished 5-wave move here. Okay, potentially. All right. Now with that being said, the top of ADA, however, looks like it gave us a 3-wave move, and then a 3-wave move, and then a 5-wave. That's a 3-3-5. Okay. In other words, that's a flat right there. That's what it looks like, but it gave us one more hit to the low tonight. This looked like it was reversing, but it gave us one more hit to the low. Again, there was hidden bear on this chart here, but again, I'm looking to see if the market's going to give us a 3-wave move back to the upside and then continuation, and that would be a 1, 2, 3. Or if this was a flat, we come up and make a higher high, and this was some kind of a 4th wave, and this was a 5th wave to that move. This is pretty deep, though, to be a 4th wave. I would be more inclined to see this move right here on ADA. So, man, it's possible, guys, that the market's done to the upside. So that move I've been talking about, guys, to the upside, it's just an idea. I don't know that that's going to play. It's just something that can play. But I'm not sure if we're going to get that or not, because we're getting some heavy sell-off right now, some pretty strong movement of the market, and a lot of fake outs to the up and down side. Good night. You gonna be hugged on camera? Love you. Good night. All right. So there's ADA. This is starting to get out of proportion, guys. For that looks like a three-wave move that could be finished, but we'll have to see, because I don't know. Because there's pretty strong hidden bullish divergence on the 8-hour chart and the 4-hour chart. The hidden bull is super strong here. And that's what's making this market hard right now. Some of the wave counts are pointing to the downside, whereas the RSI is saying, hey, we got hidden bull working. And so, how do you play it? Get a strong little sell-off on ETH. What are you doing, ETH? Thanks, Unschooly. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, ADA could be a 1-2-1-2, and that's the other positive. Thanks, Seth. I forgot about that. We always could have a 1-2-1-2 working here. There's a lot of hidden bullish divergence here. So, but that implies a very, very bullish move to the upside. And that's calling for some big time movement to the upside. But good call there, Seth. The hidden bull divergence here is making it challenging to go short on this wave for me. So that's why. Thank you on the USFD note there. Okay. All right. Let's look at the DXY. Let's look at SPX first. Okay, here's what I'm expecting for the SPX here. 1 hour chart. Let me just show you what I'm seeing here. This right here is the top of a wave 3. We've got what I'm looking at this as a WXY or a flat. Okay, so I'm looking at this 3 down. I got 3 up, but I'm not finished with this 3. I need to go up here. I want to see us get up here to about 47. Okay, and then come down. Okay, man. ETH is just selling off. They like to hit those lows, don't they? Hit that low and then wick back, roll over, hit the low again. Interesting. See what BTC is doing on the small time frame here, guys. Give me a minute, guys. I'll get to your requests here, but I'm trading and doing this at the same time. So, all right, let's look on the 1 minute. We try to look at the wave structure on the 1 minute even, just to get a sense for what it's doing. Is that an ending diag, or was this a 5-wave, a 3-wave move to the downside? It's hit the 1618. I'd like to see it reverse from here. This could be the end of 5 waves right there. Or it could be the beginning of something much larger. Always developing ideas and seeing if they'll invalidate If it's a reversal, I expect to see, you know, a higher high being made right here, obviously. But if this low gets broken, you know, we're not going to look at this as an ABC. So if they come down and break this low down here, I'm not going to look at this as right. But right now, this looks like an ABC. Okay, and then, and if that's going to confirm the ABC, I want to see engulfing candle and some kind of evidence that it's going up from here. But right now, they're selling off pretty good. But the SPX, I'd like to see the SPX fly up here and give me 5 waves to the upside. That'd be or even 3 waves would be fine there. But see a move up here for 5 waves. Yeah, 5, not 3, 5. And then I'd like to see another 3-wave move down, depending on how high this gets. If it gets high, I could see a 5-wave move down. But that's my take on the SPX right now, and it's a wave 4. And then we're looking for a bigger push up after that. So I'm thinking SPX is in a wave 4 here, looking for higher highs later. But we're gonna have a dump here down to about 3,900. But I want to see it fly a little bit first. I want to see it kind of pump up here to 47, and that's what I'm looking for. BTC to go and hit 50K, so that they kind of correlate together. Okay, let's look at the DXY as well. Okay, DXY. DXY is pumping right now a little bit. Let's see here. It looks like the end of 5 waves. We're getting a pullback. Once this finishes its move to the upside, I would expect another move to the downside after this. You know, it gapped to the downside. That was probably wave 5. So this was wave 4, finished wave 5, and now we're going up somewhere to the 618 retrace maybe. Let's see, are we close to that already? Boom, we're almost to the 618 retrace. Once that finishes, the DXY finishes, I'm expecting another move to the downside. Okay, and that's going to allow that move to the downside is going to be a larger correction of this wave right here. Let's go to the 90-minute chart to see it in context. Okay, so in other words, we're going to be correcting to the downside here, and I'm seeing another high made later. Okay, but while this is correcting, that's going to allow the SPX to go up and hit that high we're talking about, and BTC to go up and hit the 50K, and then when this comes up like this to make another high to break 100, we're looking for that dump to happen, the dump to happen in BTC and the SPX to hit that final blow there. So that's kind of what I'm looking for over the next couple weeks to a month here in the DXY. That's the way I'm looking at the market as a whole, and you can kind of see how everything's correlating together. So that's the way I'm thinking. I'm hoping that plays. We'll see if that plays. It's a good idea. Okay, it's a good idea, but we'll see if it plays. So that's the DXY and the SPX. Okay, all right, guys. Let's get to your requests here. Don't forget, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just going to do a quick Elliott Wave analysis for you, and we'll go from there. Okay, TLRY goes first because it was a super chat. So let's do that one. DXY hidden weekly and monthly. I don't care about the weekly and monthly because they could take weeks and months before that divergence plays out. Okay, so don't pay attention to the weekly on the DXY. That divergence may be there that you're seeing, but it could take a very long time for that to play out. In other words, there could be, even though there's bearishness there, it could still go up. Okay, before it comes down, before that bearishness that hidden bear plays out. So I would never don't do your analysis of the DXY on the weekly or the monthly, guys. Stick to the 4 hour. That's what the big boys do. And anything daily and less, the daily and less, okay, and lower for a tradable analysis, okay. But the weekly and monthly, that could take a year to play out. That bearishness that you're seeing, it could take a year, half a year to play. So you got to understand that. If you see it on the daily, it could take weeks to play out. All right. If you see divergence on the 4 hour, it could take days to play out. If you see it on the 1 hour, it could take a day or two. Right. And so the lower the time frame, you see that, when you begin to see those divergences, it doesn't mean that the market's going to act on it immediately. So I would never do my analysis on the weekly and monthly. I mean, it might give you a general sense for where the market's going in over years if you're a swing trader, right? But I don't trade off those time frames. Daily and lower for me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so if you're a long-term investment strategist, yeah, you can look at higher charts. But if you're a day trader or if you're trading swing trader, you get daily and lower. That's a good rule of thumb. Okay. All right, so TLRI. Let's check it out. The NASDAQ, right? I've already done some analysis, man. We were looking for some move. We knew this was going down, looking for support. Man, finally broke out. Oh, man. Got hidden bear. This looks like it's the same chart of BTC. Are we going to get a lower low? Is this going to go lower? I mean, it's like death to TLRY, man. A 4 millisecond chart. All right. Yeah, dude. There's bearish divergence here. It was hidden bear on the daily. So that's playing. Let's hope that on the 4-hour we find some support and break this trend line to the upside here. But right now we're in a strong downtrend on the 4-hour, man. So if you see a break of that trend line on the 4-hour, that's going to be a good sign. A good sign. Let's look at that wave structure there. Yeah, so ugly. Right now, it looks like 5-3-5. It could totally be a finish. That could be a finish correction here. That could totally be a finish correction right there. But it looks like there's more downside to come. If I had to guess based on this wave structure, you see up and then another hit to the low down here before it goes up. Man, this thing is selling off. Give me a flat. Give me a flat. On ETH. Let me watch this for a minute, guys. So there's TLRY. Ryan, I hope that helps you. The next on the list is USFD, U.S. Foods Holding Corp. on the New York Stock Exchange. Let's go to the daily chart. Ooh, COVID dump. It's regained. This is kind of a sideways deal, isn't it? Oh, nice, man. Nice. No 5-second chart on ETH, man. I'm watching BTC, really. I want to see this thing bounce right here. I want to see BTC go up right here. Okay, back to USFD. Man, I'm not sure about this chart here. Wave structure is challenging in here. My guess. My guess is that this could be a W, X, and we're waiting on the Y wave here to finish. W, X, and then Y down here. Get down here to close the gap. Maybe down here, 21 bucks. Daily, there's no real divergence to speak of. So there's no help there. 3-day. It's right here in the middle of the range. It's in no man's land. There's nothing really helping us here on the RSI. RSI's got a little hidden bullishness here, but not much. So it's looking fairly bearish. I don't know that I would short this, but that may be what you have left to come down to retest this area here. Let me pull the retrace on that. Yeah, the 618's confluent down here with this zone breaking, filling that gap. I'd watch 21 bucks, man. That's a good area for USFD probably. Whoever requested USFD, does that help you? You need more analysis than that. Okay, we're going to go on to the next one. Just let me know if you want me to look at anything else, but that looks pretty decent there. Let's look at BAND, B-A-N-D. I guess that's USDT. Look at it on Binance. Go to the daily chart first. Yeah, Mr. Killishay, no worries, man. Let me look at BTC here, see if it's balanced. Come on. Give me a good one. Get up above this stuff. Get moving. Yeah, I don't know. The USFD, I don't know. I don't know the stock, so yeah, you might be right, Chemo. Yeah, we need to see BTC bounce here. Kind of looks like a flat right now. 30-second chart, guys. That's 3. That's 3. Let's go to the 5-second chart here. Yeah. So I don't know if that's impulse or not. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Come on! Get to the chopper! Yeah, as far as the USFD, there is a bullish count there. It could go higher, but just watch out for that third wave. It might be on its way down, and then it'll continue on. There may be some reason why it goes down. Okay. Let's see here. What am I doing? Band. Okay. I don't like band at all. There's nothing here for me on an Elliott from an Elliott perspective. I would love for this to play 3, 3, and then give me a 5-wave move to the upside. I'd love for that structure to play. That would be nice. It makes sense for as low as it is as well. As low as the price is, I mean, it might fail. It might die. So keep in mind, guys, cryptos can die. It's all speculation, and so band might die. I don't see any. There's nothing here that's exciting to me about wave structure. I wouldn't be taking any longs from this type of wave structure, personally from band, and I wouldn't be shorting either. It doesn't have enough to short. So to me, this stock is a wait and watch and stay away. Really, I don't know anything about it, so I don't know its fundamentals at all, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, and I'm not seeing any wave structure that I like here on band. Let's go to QSP. I'm assuming that's crypto. It's on Coinbase. Yeah, there's nothing here on QSP, guys. Guys, if you give me, unless there's a better chart than this, I'll check. Don't give me stuff that's been open for a day. Elliott Wave is going to help you on that. Okay, there you go. This is quant stamp against the US dollar on Binance. Daily chart. It's a crap coin. It pumps, it dumps, it pumps, it dumps, it pumps, it dumps. And that's what it's doing. It's doing what crap coins do. There's nothing here from an Elliott Wave perspective that's going to help you. But notice that it dumps in 3 waves. It tends to pump in 5 waves. Dumps in 3. This one went up in 5, so that looks like a flat right there. This looks like, yeah. This is looking bearish. This is looking like it wants to come down here and die. It might not. It could turn around and go up and make another. So there's just nothing here that I can help you with. Okay, all these crap coins are all speculative. They're all pump and dump. I can't help you that well, guys, on these types of charts. But just notice the pattern. Pump it and dump it all. It goes up and it comes all the way back. Up and all the way back. Up, all the way back. Up, almost all the way back. So this is probably coming all the way back, guys. More than likely coming, and that's just the way they move, guys. So sorry, guys. Just don't give me coins like that. It's just really anything outside of the top 10, guys, is not going to help you. I'm not going to be able to help you. Let's go Neo on where is a good FTX? Sure. Nope. Neo is it Neo the stock or Neo NEO? So you want Neo NIO the stock or NEO the crypto? What is that trash? This is having a hard time. It needs to get up and go if it's going to go. I think ETH is coming down here to break the low, guys. More than likely, ETH wants to come down here and break the low. That's a nice 5-wave move. This could be a flat of some kind. I like this better to the upside. Man, I like that better to the upside, but this wave structure sucks. All right, Neo. Let's do Neo, and then I'll get to you, Mr. Killashade. One minute. Ah, got to 20 bucks. It's a nice WXY here. Looks like a nice reversal. Get a pullback and continuation. It's looking pretty decent there. I'd like to see this get up and move right now. Looks like it's a nice reversal there for Neo. Not a bad impulse here. Not bad. If it breaks this low, no good. But this could be a wave 1 and working on a wave 2. Could be a 1-2 here. Not too shabby. See what the daily looks like. Exactly, Chemo. Exactly. Doesn't look like a bad long to me. We've broken on the daily. We've broken the structure here and retested. It's beautiful. Neo's looking decent, guys, for a long. Worth a try. It's worth a go, guys. Maybe. Let's see what the larger three-day trend is. I tell you what, if it breaks that line on the 3-day, that's a really, really bullish sign there to go long. So if you get a cross of that trend line on the RSI on the 3-day, go ahead and take it. That's a good long. So let's see what happens there on the 3-day chart. So, yep. All right, guys, I'm gonna work for 15 more minutes. When 10 o'clock hits, I will only take super chats after that, and I'll do the best I can. So. Let's see, ACI. ACI. Is that a stock, my man? Albertsons. Is that that's a grocery store, isn't it? Would not be shocked to see this on Albertsons. I would wait. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. I just put a hedge on because I think ETH is going to go take out this low. This could be a flat there. I'm going to have to cut it when it hits my target though. It's kind of trashy the way it's moving right now. Watch this flat out right here. Make it flat. It'll shoot up really fast right here just to fake you out and then take it down. Happens every time. Did I finish? What was it? Oh, I finished Albertsons. That's a grocery store, isn't it? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see a down move on Albertsons on ACI, Mr. Killashade. Let me look at it a little longer here for you. Yeah, this kind of looks like a 5, 3. It broke the top. What I tell you, here comes a flat. I love it. I love it. Oh, okay, maybe not. Yeah, this wave structures, I would not long this. Let's see. Until the 3-day gets down here. Personally, I would wait for this to come down here. I want to see that. And then you'd be looking for a long down here. That's the way I'm thinking about ACI there, Mr. Killashade. Hope that helps you. Too dangerous to long. If you're in a position right now, you might, I would say, you might take profit if this gets broken on the 3-day chart. If that trend line gets broken to the downside, you might go ahead and take profit. But this is looking like a finished 5-wave move. This could be a 4th wave, and then we get a 5th wave, so it's possible. But this is pretty big structure. I wouldn't be surprised to see it come down here. That'd be my take on it. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, we're going to waves now. Waves, USDT on Binance. What do you expect? Straight up, straight down. Let me find my ETH chart. I don't know why I'm... Where are you, ETH? There it is. There's my ETH chart. Did it break the low? Ah, it barely broke the low. No, it didn't. I think ETH is aiming for this low here. My pleasure, sir. My pleasure. Guys, give me a minute. Yeah, there's nothing here, guys. This on waves. 3-wave move, straight up, straight down. Nothing here. I don't know what to tell you there. Looks like an impulse. I don't like it. There will be a pullback and probably a continuation. That's trashy. Anybody know a reason why that pump and dump would have happened? Most likely coming back down to support down here. And play around. It may go up. I can't guarantee it, but ain't looking good. I need more data. See what this wave structure is. I want to see what happens here. Ask me next week on waves, guys. But waves, it's looking bearish, obviously. But there'll be a pullback. But can't see that pullback happening right now. Daily's not showing anything. 1 hour chart. Got divergence here in the 1 hour. But I don't see a nice 5-wave structure. This could be about done. It's possible. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. We got divergence here. Not a bad long from here if you wanted a long, a 3-wave move back up. Not a bad try here. You might wait for this wave or this wave right here. Came close. There may be a little bit more down. I don't know. But it's not a bad long from there. Yeah, gotcha. I figured it was some kind of news event on waves. All right, let's do, what's the next one after waves? Link. Let's go to Link. I haven't looked at Link in a minute. Where is it? There it is. Well, that didn't play out. It looked like it was. 3 up, 3 down, looking for 5 up, didn't get it. That was a bummer. What's Link doing? 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like an ending diag. Is that some kind of diagonal? Boom. Boom. ABC. And now you get a 5-wave move to the upside. I don't know. What's going on with BTC here? It's playing. Keep rolling it over. They're going to make a lower low. If they do, I only want it to be just barely hitting that low and then bouncing up. Are they just retesting? Right now they're sitting at the golden zone here. ETH hasn't broken the low though. I think ETH is aiming for the low. See, right now, this just looks like 3 waves. And now it looks impulsive off the top. So that's the hard part here. That this just looks like a 3-wave move. Now we got an impulse. Okay? So, you know, if that's an impulse, then we're looking for maybe a 3-wave pullback and a continuation. So if Link gives you, this is the daily, so if Link gives you a 3-wave move, hopefully Bitcoin gives us that larger 3-wave move on the diagonal, okay? And if that's the case, you know, there it is, 3-wave, and then we got a continuation down. We finish out this move here to the downside, and once that's finished, then we go up for a bigger move. So that down move would correlate with a dump in BTC as well. So looking for this little 3-wave pullback here, guys. I'd like to see that on the daily. 8-hour chart. There's hidden bullish divergence all over this chart. I got 5-wave move. Looks to be about finishing. But you never know. Let's see the smaller time frame. See this last hit to the low. That's what I call garbage. That's all that is, just garbage. We had a nice, yeah. So that's wave 5 to me right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is wave 5. Let's look on the small time frame. Yeah, this is wave 4 here, finishing a 5th wave to the downside. So yeah, it's looking all but done, guys. I mean, it might play around a little bit more, but guys, I mean, it's looking on the small time frame cooked. It's looking like it's finished. You're killing me, Supreme. Oh man, you're killing me, bro. That's so funny. All right, what's after Link Zill? Zill, Sol, and Luna. And that's it, guys. That's all I'm doing. I'm done after this. I'm tired. I'm ready to be done. Hope you've enjoyed the evening. What is she doing? What is this doing here? Oh, yeah. Do you see where this broke out from on Zill? Price will be back down here. Mark my words. Zill will be back down here eventually. It may bounce and then continue down, but it will be back down here. Zill is saying, I'll be back. I'll be back to that level. Yeah, but there ain't nothing here. That looks like a flat. Boom, and then down again, even lower. Even back down to here even. I won't be surprised to see it down here again. No, I won't be surprised at all. All right, after Zill, we're going to do Sol. SOL. Why would you trade something called SOL? If you know what SOL stands for. So funny. There it is. I'm like, where is the SOL? All right, where it is. Where it is. All right, looks like we got the end of 5 waves up here. Now, what's this? Looks like a 3-wave move. ETH's going lower. It's going to break that low, I'm telling you. Let me give you a target. We're gonna break this low here on ETH. 31. It's probably going down to 3,100. Could be going down to 3080. That'd be crazy. I don't know though. We'll see. They're playing around for show right now. For show. Oh, they're doing the flat I was telling you about, guys. They're doing the flat. Boom. And back down. Back down she goes. One. Maybe not. Guys, that just looks like 3 waves all day long, but there's not as much hidden bullish divergence on this chart. There's not as much, but this just looks like it wants more down. I don't know what to make of this wave other than like maybe a fourth wave or something like that. I'm not sure what to do with it unless she wants to break to the upside here, but I don't like it because it impulsed off the top. So, you know, I'm inclined for a three-wave pullback at some point, but another move. So again, it's one of those where we get a three-way pullback. Hopefully BTC makes a higher high, and then boom, when it'll tank when BTC tanks. That's what I think SOL is going to do. I mean, that's the most likely next move whenever this is finished. This looks about finished. I need three waves, and then down we go. It needs to go down. That's my quick take on SOL. I could be wrong on that. Obviously, I can always be wrong. Just give me some ideas. All right, let's do Luna, and this is it. This is the last one, guys. Luna. Didn't even get the pullback. We got a finished 5-wave move. Beautiful. Didn't even get the pullback there. Waiting for a 3-wave pullback here, guys. This needs to pull back in 3 waves. Boom, 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 and then down we go. So when BTC makes its higher high, looking for a 3-wave pullback here. This looks like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whenever this is finished, she's going to keep going down until she's done, but it's getting close. Let's look at it from a smaller time frame, see what we got going on here. Yeah, we got a 1, 2 up here. I thought we had a 5 right here, but took it out again. So this looks like a wave 4. This looks like a wave 5, and it's about finished. Should be getting a pullback after that 5-wave move. Should be soon enough. Soon enough. We're close, guys. We're close. Oh man. It's at 1, 2. We're going to go down here. 3, 4, 5. Is that going to be deep? It could be. Could be a deep one. It gets us down here to this wave right down there. Then we get a 3-wave pullback. Yeah, let's see what happens. I've already done ADA. You can check back in the just scroll on back till you find the ADA chart, and you'll have that analysis already done. All right, guys, we are finished. Hope you all have a fantastic evening. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thanks for the tips. I appreciate it, guys. But subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you are, I'm glad you are. And thank you for your support, and like the video, do all that jazz, and we'll see you in the next video. Hope to make some more videos this week, guys. Hope to get some more videos done and start making them more often. I'm back home finally, finished with a lot of the work to my house. Things are settling down, so hoping to get some more consistent content out to you. With that said, you guys have a fantastic night. Andres, see you later, and everybody else. Justin, just scroll back. You'll find the TA already done for you on ADA. With that said, see you guys later.